This chapter helps you with the basic ideas of functions. Number machines are a simple way to start to understand functions. For example, the number machine multiplies by 2, then subtracts 1, when 3 is the input value and 5 is the output. Start with 3, multiply by 2, subtract 1, and the answer is 5.
Another way to show it is using a mapping diagram. For example, this diagram is for a different mapping. What is the mapping? You can see it is multiply by 5. 2 multiplied by 5 equals 10, and 5 multiplied by 5 equals 25 is a check of the answer.
Here is another example. The arrows point in the opposite direction now. Everything else is the same. What is the mapping? The mapping is divide by 5. We know this because 10 divided by 5 is 2, and 25 divided by 5 is 5.
Sometimes the number machine only involves numbers. You need to find a missing number or operation. We can also call this a function machine because the operations done on the input are functions.
For example, a number is multiplied by 3 and then 7 is subtracted to make it 11. What was the original number? The process is reversed, and the inverse operation is used at each step. 11 add 7 equals 18. Divide by 3 to give 6 as the answer. You can check this by working out 6 times 3 equals 18. Subtract 7 to make 11.
Working backwards to undo a calculation is a very useful idea. Another example is divide 12 by 8, then add an unknown number to get 8. We work out what we can, so 12 divided by 8 equals 1.5. We write it on the diagram. We now need to work out what to add to 1.5 to equal 8. 8 minus 1.5 equals 6.5, so 6.5 is the missing number.
Sometimes the number input to the function machine is shown by a letter. You might be asked to write down the expression for the output of the function machine.
For example, x is the input to this function machine. It is multiplied by 5. This gives 5x. We then subtract 4, giving an output of 5x minus 4. You may be asked to draw a number machine or function machine to show a function.
For example, y equals half x plus 6. X is the input and y is the output. Fill in the rest of the function machine. The first thing that happens to x is halving, so times half goes in the first box. The second thing is add 6, so that goes in the second box.